Have you ever looked around and thought, man, we've got over 10,000 members, but it feels like we're all off doing our own thing? Now, I'm not knocking the clubs or the crews. We all need our circles. But somewhere along the way, the bigger picture, the bigger connection, the union part of the union kind of got lost. And if you felt that too, I need you to understand that you're not alone. Stick with me for just a few minutes. I've got some thoughts on how we fix that. And it starts with using the tools we've had all along. In our trade, we understand tools. The right tool for the right job, we get that. Makes the job safer, cleaner, faster, and more effective. The wrong one, that can cost time, money, it can cause injuries, and sometimes even lives. So, why are we limiting the tools that we use to build, promote, and connect this union? We're a local of over 10,000 electrical workers. Our jurisdiction spans 6 regional offices. We're made up of multiple classifications, working under different units, facing different conditions, but we all carry the same dues receipt for the same local in Lanham, Maryland. And presumably, we all want the same thing: a strong, democratic union that works to raise our wages, protect our working conditions, and even have a better future for the society that we live in. And yet, a lot of us feel more disconnected than ever. Maybe you're part of a club, the softball team, the soccer league, the bowling nights. Maybe you've even got a t shirt. Maybe you're involved with Renew, or like me, you're in the EWMC. And sure, there's a sense of connection in all of those groups. And in the worst of times, these groups are the threads that hold everything together. But is it a connection to the local union or just to your group? Does it go beyond your Friday night hangouts? Beyond the people you always see? Do you care about the members that you don't see? Do you care about the union more general and as a whole? That's something worth thinking about. If you look at our local and you think things are running just fine, that we've got a functioning, engaged membership, I'm here to tell you, you wouldn't know that by attending a meeting. You wouldn't know that if you looked at the voter turnout numbers. Maybe it's time to see the big picture. Maybe it's time to realize that too many members treat their union membership like a Costco card, a Sam's Club pass, a service you pay for when you need it, something that'll take care of itself in the meantime. Don't call me, I'll call you. Well, I've got news for you. That kind of thinking is not sustainable in any movement, and definitely not in the labor movement. And I've got some more news for you. Union dues are not a fee for a service. We are the service. If elected, there are a series of steps that I will take to reconnect this local, not just with acronyms and slogans, but with action, by using every modern tool available to working people today. Let's begin with communication. We'll use every channel to reach our members: text, email, video updates, job site flyers, social media, and yes, even town halls across 6 regional areas where we have satellite offices. Our members are not only entitled to know what's going on, they need to know what's going on in real time so they can be involved, so they know how to get involved. Waiting until the next meeting that you can't attend for some reason or another, that's not cutting it. Relying on the In Charge magazine every 3 months, that's not cutting it either. We all get the In Charge, but these days it's more like a high school yearbook than a timely source of union news. It's too often about what happened instead of what's happening. Some of you might remember the old Building Craftsman newsletter. I don't. It was before my time, but I've heard the stories. It came out monthly, published by the Washington Building Trades Association. With it, you didn't just know what was happening in Local 26, you knew what was going on across the trades in the entire DC area. The union tradesmen appeared to be more closely allied then, more in touch with each other. The labor movement was more solidarity built. According to folklore, that was a time when tradesmen felt connected across crafts. What happened to that? Now you got carpenters stealing electrical work, installing solar panels. What happened to the we eat an injury to one, we don't steal each other's work? What happened to the cross trades agreements? What happened? We will also use all the tools mentioned above to tell our story to the public, to show the DC metro region the skill, pride, and value of union electricians, to make sure our neighbors and our communities understand why we matter, why unions matter, and why we are a vital part of their local economy. From TikTok to town halls, we'll make sure the people know. We build this city, we light it, we power it, and we deserve a fair deal for doing it. We will engage the government, not just when it's election season, but every time a decision is being made that affects working people. From city councils to federal agencies, we will show up in person and online with a voice that cannot be ignored. But this isn't just about better PR or fancier website. This is about organizing, true organizing. We will use technology not to replace solidarity, but to energize it and supercharge it. Imagine using real-time feedback to shape our negotiation positions. Imagine live streaming discussions so every classification feels heard, no matter what shift they're working. This isn't the future, this is now. And we're already late. Because we're not just fighting contractors anymore, we're fighting disconnection, disillusionment, apathy. And those aren't natural conditions. They're the result of a union that hasn't kept pace with the tools at our fingertips. The labor movement didn't win its greatest victories by being passive. It won by being loud and organized and everywhere all at once. We need to recapture that mindset and deal with all of the new tools at our disposal because the times have changed and so has the battlefield. So let's meet this challenge head on. We need to use every tool that we have to promote the labor movement, to promote the future of our work, to reestablish our rightful place at the bargaining table, to re-engage our members and remind them this union belongs to us. We are the labor movement. The tools are here. The need is urgent. The time is now.